really didn't have that close of a relationship. He was just someone that I could talk to. I don't know if my husband just started getting jealous of him, and that's what he doesn't know. I went over there that night.
Jonathan Sherrill was enjoying a quiet night on his back porch when, without warning, his life ended in a single, deafening blast. There was no time to react, no way to escape. One moment, he was chatting with a friend. The next, he was gone.
911, major emergency.
My friend's been shot and killed.
Hello?
Hi, my friend's been shot and killed.
I couldn't hear you, sir. Could you say that again?
My friend's been shot and killed.
Okay, what's the address?
It's Pinecrest, 39.
39 Pinecrest, and it just happened?
Yes.
Okay, and he's there now?
Me and his roommate.
Okay, and you said he was shot?
Yeah, we're sitting outside and got shot in front of me.
Okay, and that was 39 Pinecrest, correct?
Yes.
And is he bleeding?
He got shot in the head. He's dead.
Okay. I'm getting him around to you, okay?
Yeah.
Is the suspect still there?
I don't know. We were outside and someone shot. We didn't hear anybody. Or we didn't see anybody.
Okay. Where's your friend at now?
He's sitting outside. I ran inside.
Okay. Hold on for me.
Jonathan had built a life in Bluffton, South Carolina. At 33, he had recently closed his restaurant, unsure of his next steps. He was well-liked, always ready with a friendly word, and known by many in the community, including a married couple he often saw at a local bar, Sam and Colette Collins. The Collinses had moved from Augusta, searching for a fresh start. Sam ran a landscaping business. Colette worked in customer service at a country club. But beneath the surface, their marriage was falling apart. Sam had always been jealous. When an injury left him unable to work, his insecurities spiraled, and he had reason to worry. Colette had cheated before they separated. Sam got custody of their son. Then, Colette begged for another chance. She swore she'd changed. Sam took her back, but some things can't be fixed. Broke, struggling, Sam turned to drugs, using and selling. A trafficking conviction put him on probation. It was a wake-up call. He tried to rebuild his business to move forward. Still, jealousy festered, and the old wounds never really healed. On October 28, 2015, security footage picks up a light-haired woman at Jonathan's door, chatting, laughing. Then, she drives away, but not for long. She circles the neighborhood once, twice. The last pass, right when the shot was fired. Police ran the plates. The car belonged to Colette Collins. She told officers she was just driving around, drinking wine. Stopped to talk, nothing more. But Jonathan's friend, the one sitting beside him when he died, said otherwise. Colette had tried to kiss Jonathan that night. Investigators questioned Sam. He denied everything. Said he had nothing to do with the murder. He refused a search of his home and denied owning a shotgun. With no hard evidence, police had no choice but to let them go. Then, Sam slipped up. A month after the murder at a routine traffic stop, he was arrested for a minor charge, marijuana possession. But the real problem? A shotgun shell in his pocket, enough for a warrant. Inside the Collins' home, police found an empty gun safe. Then, they uncovered the text that Sam had sent to a friend just hours after the murder. "I didn't want to wake you. I put the gun in the back of your truck. It's wrapped in camo." The friend admitted he had loaned Sam a shotgun, the same caliber as the murder weapon. Ballistics confirmed it. The shell at the crime scene had been fired from that gun. Sam's DNA was on it. They had their killer, but they weren't done yet. Colette drove Sam to Jonathan's house. She knew where he was, and she knew Sam was angry. When police pressed him, Sam cracked. He admitted it. Colette had come late, drunk, and let it slip that she'd seen Jonathan. Sam lost it. Grabbing the shotgun, he demanded she take him to John's house. What happened next was a blur of fury, a single shot. Then, silence. Panic set in. Sam ran back to the car saying, "I shot him." Let's go. They sped off, ditching the weapon before heading home. The next morning, Colette went to work as if nothing had happened. With mounting proof, police arrested Sam for Jonathan Sherrill's murder. Shortly after, Colette was also taken into custody, charged with accessory after the fact. During Sam's trial, he admitted that Colette didn't know he planned to kill Jonathan, but she knew afterward. And when Colette's trial happened, prosecutors argued that her actions, helping him flee, hiding evidence, and never coming forward, made her an accessory. In October 2017, Sam Collins was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to 50 years in prison. In January the following year, Colette Collins was convicted of accessory after the fact to murder. She was sentenced to 15 years in prison. What really happened between Jonathan and Colette that night? That secret died with him. On a cold January afternoon in Philadelphia, 27-year-old teacher Ellen Greenberg was found unresponsive on her kitchen floor. Her fiancé made the grim discovery after returning from the gym. The front door was locked, forcing him to kick it open. Inside, he found Ellen with a knife still lodged in her chest. At first, investigators believed they had an explanation, but as details emerged, so did unsettling questions that refused to go away. Now, 14 years later, the case is back in court, with new evidence challenging the official story.
Oh, I need a now. I just walked the right part, but she got her on the floor with blood everywhere.
What is the address?
Please come help now.
Is this a house or apartment?
Oh no.
Apartment.
Apartment.
What apartment number? Is she bleeding from?
Oh no, I could tell.
So you have to calm yourself down in order to get you some help.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm looking at her right now. I can't see anything. There's nothing broken. She's bleeding. Ellie?
You don't know where she's bleeding from? Can't see where blood's coming from?
I think her head. I think she hit her head, I think. Look, it's all everywhere.
Okay,
it's everywhere.
She might have fallen. Do you know what happened?
She may have slipped. There's blood on the table. Her face is a little purple.
Okay, hold on for rescue for her. Stay on the phone. Lafayette Fire Department 842. What's the address? No,
40. Please hurry. Yes.
Let's go.
I went downstairs to go work out. I came back up. The door was latched. My fiance's inside. She wasn't answering. So after about a half hour, I decided to break it down. I see her now just on the floor with blood. She's not responding.
Okay, is she breathing? Look at her chest. I need you to calm down. I need you to look at her chest. It's real. Listen to me. Someone's on the way. Look at her chest. Is she flat on her back?
She's on her back.
Okay, look at her chest and tell me if it's going up and down, up and down.
I don't see her moving.
Okay, do you know how to do CPR?
I don't.
Okay, I can tell you what to do, okay, until they get there. I want you to keep her flat.
Oh, God.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, okay.
Willing to do CPR with me over the phone until they get there?
I have to, right?
Okay, so get her flat on her back, bare her chest, okay? You want to rip her shirt off. Okay. Heel down by her side.
Oh, my God. Ellie, please.
Listen, you can't freak out, sir, because you
Okay, I'm trying not. Her shirt won't come off. It's a zipper. Oh, my God. She stabbed herself.
Where?
She fell with a knife. Oh, no. Her knife's sticking out.
Her what?
There's a knife sticking out of her heart.
Oh, she stabbed herself?
I guess so. I don't know where she fell on it. I don't know.
Okay, well, don't touch it.
Okay, so I'm just let her here now. I mean, what do I do?
No, I mean, you can't. If the knife is at her chest, it's going to be kind of hard for you to do CPR at this time.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Police, which operator? 277.
Is someone coming here?
Yes, they are. You said, right?
Yes.
Okay, someone's on the way. And the knife is still inside?
It's her what?
The knife is still inside of her?
Yes, I didn't take it out.
Was it her chest or what area?
It looks like it's right in her heart.
Okay, someone's on the way out there. Okay, just get your label. How old is she? 27. And there's no sign of life at all?
No, no, please don't be. What?
Been trying to her arm and tell me she responds to pain.
She's Ellie. She's not. Her arm and her hands are still warm. I don't know what that means, but there's blood everywhere. I mean,
I know, but you can't, and the knife is still inside of her. How far? Can you see how far it went in? Oh, wait, it was just you there with her?
we're the only ones here.
And she ran in the door. You said latched it shut?
No, I went downstairs to work out, and when I came back up, the door was latched.
Oh.
Like it was, it wasn't like it was, it was like locked from the inside, and I'm yelling, so I was.
And how you broke that into?
Oh no.
So there's no sign of a break-in?
No sign of a break-in at all. I mean, there will be when you get here because I had to break the latch, but to get in.
Okay, and this is a house, right?
It's an apartment, 5 apartment.
Okay, that's
Oh my god. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Authorities arrived quickly and pronounced Ellen dead at the scene. Pretty quickly, they landed on the conclusion that she had done it to herself. However, the nature of her injuries and the deep disbelief of those who knew her raised questions that would not go away. Ellen was a beloved first-grade teacher, known for her kindness and enthusiasm. Raised in Harrisburg, she had moved to Philadelphia after college and had spent 4 years teaching at a local school. Colleagues described her as dedicated to her students and thrilled about her upcoming wedding. Her sudden passing left friends and family in shock. They struggled to reconcile the official explanation with the details of her injuries. The medical examiner initially classified her death as a homicide, only to later revise it. This change left her loved ones with more questions than answers. From the start, inconsistencies in the case fueled concerns. Ellen had suffered 20 stab wounds, including injuries to the back of her neck and head. One wound, located in her chest, was nearly 4 inches deep. Adding to the confusion, bruises in various stages of healing covered Ellen's arms and body, raising further concerns about what had happened in the weeks leading up to her death. Despite this, officials cited the locked door and the absence of signs of forced entry as reasons to uphold their initial conclusion. In the days after, even more troubling details emerged. Her fiancé's uncle, a prominent judge, entered the apartment after police had cleared the scene.
Now, this individual removed Ellie's cell phone, the fiancé's laptop, Ellie's work laptop, and Ellie's personal laptop. So right then and there, that negates that chain of evidence, okay?
The judge's representatives claimed authorities had permitted this, as the damaged door left the apartment unsecured. But Ellen's parents, Josh and Sandy Greenberg, had never authorized anyone to take her possessions. The investigation faced additional scrutiny when key forensic steps were overlooked. Police never fingerprinted the kitchen knife, and a second potential weapon was never identified. Before officers could return with a warrant for further analysis, a cleaning crew had already sanitized the apartment. Meanwhile, surveillance footage showed unidentified individuals moving through the condominium hallways. It was unclear who they were or whether they had any connection to the case. Still, officials remained firm in their assessment, pointing to the locked door and the lack of defensive injuries on Ellen's fiancé as key factors in their determination. Josh and Sandy refused to accept this conclusion without further investigation.
They did not share the findings. They just shared the conclusion that this expert from Florida felt that Ellen could have inflicted 20 stab wounds and considered it not a homicide.
Our daughter was brutally attacked, brutally murdered. 1 stab wound, 2 stab wounds, but 20? That sounds more like rage.
We have the city against us, trying everything in their toolbox to try to make us quit. And that emboldens me.
Determined to challenge the ruling, the Greenbergs filed multiple lawsuits against the city of Philadelphia. One case, citing emotional distress, accused investigators of mishandling the case and overlooking key forensic details. Their legal team introduced reports from independent experts, some of whom concluded that at least one of Ellen's injuries had been inflicted after she had already lost a significant amount of blood. a discovery that cast further doubt on the official ruling. As doubts about the case grew, local prosecutors stepped aside, and the investigation was briefly reviewed at the state level before being passed to another jurisdiction. Even so, the official ruling remained unchanged, with authorities insisting that the physical evidence did not indicate a struggle or outside involvement. Fast forward to 13 years later, a legal breakthrough gave the Greenbergs new hope. A court granted them the right to question a former prosecutor who had privately expressed doubts about the case. A Philadelphia court even suggested the matter should go to trial, a rare move that signaled a possible reevaluation. But the city pushed back, arguing there was no reason to overturn the medical examiner's ruling. Then came an unexpected twist. The original medical examiner, who had reclassified Ellen's death, admitted the case might need another look, echoing what the Greenbergs had been saying all along.
It is my professional opinion Ellen's manner of death should be designated as something other than suicide.
Through it all, Ellen's parents have remained steadfast in their mission.
It's been 14 years that we've been trying to clear Ellen Ray Greenberg's name.
They did everything they possibly could to stand in our way. Instead of helping us.
I'm glad that the public is getting an opportunity to observe the way things work in this city, the things that have gone down, the mistakes that were made, the lies that have been told.
They continue to demand a full, transparent review of all available evidence, believing their daughter deserves nothing less. To them, this fight is not just about Ellen. It's about ensuring that all suspicious deaths receive proper investigation. They worry that if key evidence can be overlooked in their daughter's case, it could happen to someone else. For now, the case remains open-ended, driven by a family's unrelenting pursuit of justice. This fire seemed like nothing more than an illegal backyard burn, until a neighbor called 911. Minutes later, first responders arrived, expecting a routine call. Instead, they uncovered something far more disturbing.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
It's on Dorset Drive. My name is...
Repeat the full address, make sure I have it correct, and the phone number you're calling me from in case... All right, tell me exactly what happened.
Good-sized fire going in the backyard.
All right. Is it contained, or is it... Like, is it in the... or is it just on the grass?
I don't know. It's 20 feet across. It's open flames.
All right, give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and start processing the call for you. Just got to ask you some questions. I'm not going to delay the response. Give me one moment here. Start processing this for you. And then I just have to ask you some questions for the responders. This is not going to slow anything down. All right, and just to confirm, are you at that location now?
What's that?
Are you at that location now? And can you tell me exactly what is burning?
No, I can't see it. It's behind the fence, but the fence is 5 feet high, and I can see flames over the fence.
And you said about how wide is it?
10, 15 feet.
No, it's from the firefighters. All right, is the fire threatening anything?
There's a trailer within 20 feet of it. RV.
An RV trailer?
Yeah, RV trailer, yeah. There's 2 RV trailers in the yard.
All right, and just to confirm, if you know, is anybody trapped or in immediate danger?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Are there any electrical hazards?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right, and is the fire spreading?
It goes down and then it comes up. It goes down and comes up.
Do you know if it's, like, spreading lengthwise at all?
I can't see it. I can't see it.
All right. Is anybody injured?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, the fire department is being sent. Stand line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next. Just don't try to put the fire out, and if it's safe to do so, just leave the area now, avoiding any hazards. If it's safe to do so, just keep all bystanders away from the area. Meet the firefighters in a safe location. I'll let you go now. Help is on the way. If anything worsens in any way, just call us back immediately for further instructions. We've got help requested.
Yes, they've got 2 RVs in the yard.
Okay. All right. We'll let the firefighters know. Thank you so much.
And there's a huge plume of smoke that they can follow.
Gotcha. All right. I'll let them know.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Firefighters quickly realized this was no ordinary fire. Amid the debris, they made a grim discovery. Human remains, burned beyond recognition. Police were called immediately, and the backyard became a crime scene. The main house was under renovation, forcing the residents to stay in RVs parked on the property. Inside one of them, investigators found 35-year-old homeowner Ian DeLauder barely alive from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital in critical condition, while detectives worked to unravel what had happened. A second person was also on the property, a woman, unharmed and cooperative, but police withheld her identity and did not clarify her connection to the case. Forensic teams faced a challenge. The body found in the fire pit was burned so badly that even basic details, age, gender, race, were unclear. The remains were sent to the medical examiner's office for further analysis. Days later, officials identified the victim as 34-year-old Cecily Ann Walker Scott, and her death was ruled a homicide. The autopsy revealed a gunshot wound to the head. Further examination confirmed that Cecily Ann had been pregnant when she died. Now, investigators needed to answer critical questions. When and where had she been killed? What was her relationship to Ian DeLauder? And why had someone set her body on fire? Neighbors described a history of police activity at the property, more than 20 calls since 2018, ranging from welfare checks to suspicious incidents. Just a month earlier, a car had mysteriously caught fire. Some recalled Ian frequently working on renovations, but in the past year, he seemed to abandon the house, living in the RV instead. His background raised even more red flags. Police records showed past arrests, including a felony cocaine possession charge. Authorities confirmed they were familiar with him, but nothing in his record compared to the gruesome crime now under investigation. Either way, it was clear that someone had tried to destroy evidence by burning Cecily Ann's body, but the key question remained. Was he the one who killed her? Establishing the timeline became a priority. As police gathered evidence, they closely monitored Ian's condition. He remained in critical care, hovering between life and death, unable to answer any questions. Detectives refrained from discussing potential charges until they knew whether or not he would survive. Meanwhile, authorities continued questioning the woman found on the property. She cooperated with police, though officials did not disclose whether she had witnessed the crime or arrived after the fact. Toxicology reports showed Cecily Ann had substances in her system, but investigators emphasized one crucial fact: she had been murdered. Her family struggled to comprehend the brutal way her life had ended. Then came another twist. Word from the hospital confirmed that Ian DeLauder had succumbed to his gunshot wound. With his death, the investigation's course shifted dramatically. Cary police had officially identified the 35-year-old as the prime suspect, but now there would be no trial. Even so, authorities vowed to complete a full review of the evidence to ensure no one else was involved. Though Ian was gone, they wanted to confirm that the timeline and facts aligned. Because even without prosecution, they owed it to the Walker Scott family and the community to bring full clarity to the case.
Please help me, please.
Where are you?
My son's not here. My poor Commie's not here.
Okay,
Help
take
me,
a breath.
please.
Take a breath, because I can't understand you when you're crying. Where are you?
5 Lower Lansdowne, Freddie the Son.
Lower what, sorry?
Lower Lansdowne, Freddie the Son. Said somebody is not here.
Okay, who's not there?
My son, he's alive. He's not here.
Okay, take a breath. When did you see him last?
I touched him in the bed last night and I've just got up for my son and the other one's not here. Logan!
Okay, take a breath. He's 5 and he's gone. Can you see any
Logan! Logan!
I need you to speak to me, not to shout. I know it's really full on and it's really scary. I need you to tell me. What's his name? Is his name Logan?
Logan Williams.
And he's 5. Is he 5, did you say?
He's 5, please.
Okay. Tell me what he looks like, please.
He's a little mixed race boy. He's just got his Spidey pajamas on. Wearing shoes.
Okay, is anybody else there with you? Any other adults?
Yeah, my partner. He's looking now.
Right. Are any of the doors or windows open?
What doors, windows, what's open? Someone tell me what.
take a breath. I know that this is terrifying, but right now I need you to try to breathe so I can get the information I need. Can you see?
My back gate's open. My back gate's open.
Okay, back gate. Where does the back gate lead to?
I don't know what the road's called.
That's fine. It leads onto a road as opposed to a field or anything like that, does it? Okay.
I'm running up it now. It's concrete.
Okay. What's your name?
You've got to look at him now.
What's your name? I need to know your name a second.
I'm Herod.
Okay, I'm Herod. I really need you to just take a breath for a second, okay? Because you're starting to hyperventilate. I know that this is very, very scary. I need you to stay in the house. So who's run out after Logan?
My fiance, my partner.
Your partner has. Okay. So Dad's gone out looking, yeah? What's Dad's name?
John Cole. He's stepdad, but virtually dad.
The emergency call came from the child's mother, Angarad Williamson, just before dawn. Officers rushed to the scene, scouring the nearby park and the river Ogmore, desperate to bring him home safely. Less than an hour later, their worst fears were realized. Logan's small body lay in the shallow water. At first glance, it might have seemed like a tragic accident, but the truth was far darker. To the outside world, Logan's mother and stepfather, John Cole, painted the picture of a loving home. But behind closed doors, the child was living a nightmare. He was confined to a small, dark room described by his mother as a dungeon. His biological father, Ben Mwangi, had lost contact after Angarad cut ties, never knowing the danger his son was in. And now that tragedy had struck, it became even more clear that there had been many opportunities to save the child. John, who once acted as a stepfather to 14-year-old Craig Mulligan during his relationship with his biological mother, maintained a close bond with the troubled teen even after the relationship ended. In January 2021, after Craig was assaulted by his mother, authorities removed him from her custody and placed him in foster care. That same month, Angarad informed officials that Craig had confessed to pushing Logan down the stairs. While in foster care, Craig's fixation on John persisted. He frequently expressed a desire to return him and even issued disturbing threats against Logan, including an intent to kill him. Despite these alarming warnings, the foster family's reports were dismissed by social services. Moreover, social workers removed Logan and his younger sibling from the Child Protection Register, indicating they were no longer deemed at significant risk. In a critical misstep, social services approved Craig's move into the same house just 5 days before Logan was killed. On July 30th, less than 24 hours before Logan's death, both Craig and John assaulted him. Later that day, social worker Deborah Williams was denied entry to the flat, and within hours, Logan was dead. Investigators quickly unraveled the lie. The family was arrested the next day.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Logan.
What?
We're going to arrest you as well. Alright? Hold on. Calm down.
Why am I getting arrested? I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay.
Why is nobody talking to me? You're supposed to be helping find out what happened, not arresting me when I'm telling you my son. What is wrong with you guys? You're supposed to be helping me.
During the trial, the evidence kept mounting against the three defendants. In grainy images from surveillance footage, John carried Logan's lifeless body from the home. Craig followed close behind. Moments later, they returned to discard incriminating items.
I woke up in the middle of the night. Then Dad come into the living room with me. I know we weren't meant to do it, but we grabbed some of the rubbish in the back garden and we chucked it in the river. Now it was all in like black bags and everything. I don't know what was in the bags, I can't remember. And then about 20 minutes after, we went back out to check whether they've gone down. And I don't know whether Logan was still there at that point because we didn't look.
Then, the mother made the emergency call, pretending she had just woken up to find Logan missing.
If he's unconscious, he needs me. He needs warm clothes. He needs Mum. He needs his look.
It's okay.
I feel so useless, Dad.
I know.
And a forensic pathologist documented over 50 external injuries on the small body, some as severe as those seen in victims of high-impact accidents. Medical experts confirmed that he had suffered for hours before his death. Witnesses described Logan as an outcast in his own home. Prosecutors also uncovered John's history of violence and his apparent resentment toward the child, possibly because the boy resembled his Kenyan father. The court likened placing Craig in the home to throwing a lit match onto a powder keg. An inquiry is ongoing into how social services ignored warnings, overlooked Logan's injuries, and allowed a violent teenager into the household just days before the murder.
He was on the floor, and rather than grabbing his body, she's picked him up by his t-shirt. It's ripped.
None of it is true.
Why would John lie?
Because John's a liar. Because he doesn't want to get done for murder. I wish I never let this man into my son's life.
Is there anything you'd like to add, or all?
Yeah, can you tell my mum to all for me?
Why is that?
Because she's blaming me and my dad for everything when we haven't done anything. Neither has my dad. Now, I'm just sick of this. She's just saying whatever she wants to get out of the way with this house.
In the end, the jury decided there was no shifting the blame. All three had played a role, not just in Logan's death, but in the desperate attempt to cover it up. John Cole was sentenced to a minimum of 29 years, Angarad Williamson 28 years, and Craig Mulligan 15 years. For Ben Mwangi, no sentence could bring back his sweetest and most beautiful boy.
The world is a colder and darker place without his smile and happy energy in which he lived his life. The hole that has been left in the hearts of all who knew and loved him will never be filled.
For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.